Hello, my friend Namaskar. So, OS MCQ question. So, this MCQ question asked in UPSC Programmer 2020. And here, this is the question. So, if you want, you can take the screenshot of the question and you can solve the question from your own. Then I will explain why, which answer is right and which answer is wrong. Okay. So, this question asked from the fragmentation topic. So you may or you may not know about the fragmentation. If you know, I will explain this question in very detailed. So I will explain in English and then I will also explain in Hindi. So English, why? Because there are some students who are from South India, so they ask to explain in English. Okay. So now, see, we in our you can say system we are having RAM. Okay, and in that we are having some chunks. Maybe you are having a RAM of 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, like this. Okay, so in our RAM there are so many process which is going to be done. Maybe you have opened the Google Chrome, maybe you have opened the Word file, maybe you are playing game. So whatever you are doing, so every process is going to take some space. Okay, so that space is required. So let's suppose I'm having a memory with me. So in that there are some process which are running. Let's suppose this is the process 1, process 2, process 3, and process 4. And now we are having the free space of 2 MB. So these four process having 4 MB and this is a free space. Now let's suppose this process is used by Google Chrome. So here we are having the Google Chrome. So this Google Chrome work is done, and here we are having the, let's suppose, any uh, paint you are doing. So this is done. So now this two process, the work is completely done. Now we are having the 4 MB space here, 4 MB because these two process have completed their work. Now we are having the free space of 4 MB plus 4 MB plus 2 MB. कितना हो गया? 4 4 8 2 10. So we are having the 10 MB of space. Okay. Now let's suppose there is a process which want to enter the system, but it's require 8 MB of space. Or let's suppose there is a process, another process we wants to take the can say RAM, and which is want 10 MB of space. So now what the concept occur here? Okay. Now we are having the concept of fragmentation, internal fragmentation or external fragmentation. So what is the internal fragmentation? Internal fragmentation, the difference between the memory space needed and the assigned memory is considered as internal fragmentation. Okay, so here we are having the internal fragmentation means the memory block are of fixed size. So अपने पास जितने भी blocks हैं, all the blocks are of fixed size. So internal fragmentation occur when we divide the physical memory into continuous mounted sized blocks, allocate memory to a process that may be larger the amount of the memory requested. As the result, unused allocated space remain and cannot be used by another process. Other process. So let's explain this. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे एक तो देखते हैं. Let's suppose you are having a RAM of 100 KB. ठीक है, let's suppose you are having a RAM of 100 KB. Now a process need only 90 KB. I'm sorry, you are having a RAM of, let's suppose, 1 GB or 2 GB. Now you have divided the RAM into some slots. आपने इसको slots बना दिए. So every slot is having 100 KB. हर एक slot के पास कितना है space है of 100 KB. Now there is a process come which need only 90 KB, but you are having the 100 KB. So you will give him complete block. The partition was 100 KB and the process required only 90 KB. Now there is a wastage of 10 KB. Why? Because उसको जितनी requirement थी उसको हमने उतना नहीं दिया, हमने उसको पूरा दिया. Let's suppose कि आप किसी दुकान पे गए, आपने उसको बोला कि भैया मेरे को 3 मीटर चाहिए कपड़ा. तो उसने अब क्या किया, आपको 3 मीटर उसने आपको कपड़ा दे दिया. अब मान लो आप कोई और आया, उसने बोला कि भैया मुझे तो 3.25 मीटर चाहिए कपड़ा. उसने बोला भैया या तो 3 मीटर मिलेगा या आपको मिलेगा 4 मीटर, बीच का हम हिस्सा नहीं देते. तो सेम इसने बोला कि अगर 100, अब मान लो कि एक प्रोसेस आता जिसको सिर्फ 50 KB चाहिए था, अगेन इट विल गिव द कंप्लीट ब्लॉक टू हिम. So what this means, internal fragmentation means आप you have divided your memory in such a way like जितनी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है फिर भी उसको कंटिन्यूअसली फिक्स साइज दे रहे हो. दिस इज इंटरनल फ्रेगमेंटेशन. Okay, so we are having the unused space over here. Now what is the external fragmentation? When there are empty spaces, कोई empty spaces है for the non-continuous memory block which cannot be assigned to any process. This process problem is called external fragmentation. External fragmentation blocks memory for the varying sizes. External fragmentation occur when a process or a process is removed from the main memory and the free spaces are too small to fit a new process. So here in this image you have seen that earlier we are having only 2 MB space. नाउ मान लो कि ये आपने ओपन किया था गूगल क्रोम या आपने ओपन किया था एमएस वर्ड. सो दिस टू प्रोसेस हैव कंप्लीटेड. So you are having 4 MB space, 4 MB space, and earlier you are having the 2 MB space. Now there is a new process which come of 8 MB. You are having 4 MB, 4 MB, so you are having space of 10 MB, but this is not continuous. तो यहाँ पे continuous में क्या है, 4 और 2 6, सिर्फ 6 MB ही continuous है. बट ये कह रहा है कि सर मुझे तो I need complete 8 MB, so there is no space. So you will say no, you are not allowed. Still space we are having, but not in a continuous form. So now another a process come of 10 MB. You are having the free space of 10 MB, but still it is not in continuous. So another you will say no, you are not allowed. So what is this? This is called external fragmentation. Okay. So I hope you have pause the video and read the question. Now let's see which is the right answer for this question. So continuous multi-partitioning memory allocation. So we are having the continuous allocation we are having over. It suffer from internal fragmentation and not from external fragmentation. Option 1. Continuous multi-partitioning memory allocation technique suffer from both internal and external fragmentation. Okay. Option 3. Paging. Paging memory allocation suffer only from internal fragmentation, not from external fragmentation. Paging memory allocation suffer from both internal and external fragmentation. So ऑप्शन थे 4. अब इसमें आपका हो सकता है कि A B राइट, B और C राइट, और all are right or none is right, like this. ठीक है. So let's see the right answer for this question. So when so here we are having another example of external fragmentation. Let's suppose we are having the system in which we are in process 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there is another process of 7 which wants to come. So we are having the free space. मान लो ये हल्का सा free space है, ये free space, ये free space, ये free, ये free. इन सबको मिला के इसको दे सकते हैं. But क्या है? Continuous form में नहीं है. Because of that we will say no. So this is external fragmentation. Okay. Now, paging. When we apply the paging, it suffer only from the internal fragmentation. Why? Because when we are going to break the memory in a fixed size block. So, जैसे fixed size block है, it means this concept, fixed size block. So, what we'll have? We will have the wastage space. So, this is called internal fragmentation. This is called internal fragmentation. So, internal fragmentation occur only in the case of paging. Now there is no continuous physical memory, so external fragmentation is eliminated. यहाँ पे हमें कोई मतलब ही नहीं है continuous memory allocation का. Why? Because we are going to play with the logical address space. We are going to play with the logical address space. So there is no chance of external fragmentation. So because allocation is at the granularity of the equal size frame, you can place the required from anywhere because we are playing with the logical address. So it is having the internal fragmentation but not having the external fragmentation. It means our option 1 नहीं, option 3 suffer from no, option 4 is eliminated. So here we are having the question जो आपका ये वाला आंसर था, it is incorrect, this is incorrect, this is correct, this is correct. Okay, let's see the option 1 and option 2 also about the continuous multi partition. So when we check the continuous partition, so it can have the internal fragmentation as well as the external fragmentation because it going to allocate the memory in a continuous form. So here it can suffer from the internal as well as the external fragmentation also. So यहाँ पे दोनों ही आपके frame रहेगा. So here if we look at the options, continuous multi suffer from only internal fragmentation. No, this is incorrect. And suffer from both, yes, it is correct. So option 2 and C is the right answer for this question. So I hope you have understand So I have explained this concept in very detail. So the classes of fragmentation you can also watch for your more reference. इसी के साथ दोस्तों जय हिंद जय भारत।